What's up? What's up? It's Fuzz Jaxx. It's my man Benny B. IMFJ.com interview series. It's my man Benny Bourgeois. We're doing the first one right here. So we're gonna get things started. Shout out to my man Trigger Mike behind the camera. Um so what's up, man? Let everybody know where you're from, man.
Well, I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey, but I moved to Riceville Beach, North Carolina when I was about 5 years old. So that's kind of where it all started for me was in this area in Riceville Beach. That's where I really started surfing.
Okay. Now, and you said ever since you were 5.
Yeah.
Wow, putting in that work. Now how is it being a southeastern surfer versus like a guy from Cali? Like, do you get a different vibe from people, or I mean, like, what's it like?
I think just being an East Coaster in general, like in the surf scene, is definitely it's tougher probably because you have to prove yourself a little bit
Right.
more, and we don't have the best surf in the world, you know. So for us, you also have to travel a lot. You know, we have to travel all year long, really. You know.
Yeah, that's
So
what's up.
that's pretty much the main points, but you definitely have to prove yourself a little bit more than say other people that come from California,
Right.
and spend a lot of time in California where the industry is. So I lived there for like 12 years.
Now, what's that like versus Wrightsville Beach?
I mean, it's similar, you know, like I've always kind of hung out in beach towns and stuff like that, so it's not like a huge difference. It's just there's obviously more surfers,
Right.
and then the whole surf industry is located in Southern California, so it's kind of like a hot spot to be in if you're really trying to make your mark.
Do you think? Got you. Now, speaking of traveling and stuff, like, what are your favorite places to surf? Like, what's the one place you like to go to that really brings the star out of Benny B?
I mean, there's a lot of places, you know, that I like. I've surfed all over the world, so it's hard to pick just one spot, you know. But you know, I'd say my favorite place around here, around home's the Outer Banks,
Okay.
and then you know, all over the world, I'd say Micronesia has always been probably one of my favorites. That was probably
Yeah.
like some of the best waves I've ever surfed have been in Micronesia, and then Indonesia, Tahiti, and I mean the list goes kind of on and on. But for me now, I would say I like surfing places. I like to find new places that people have never surfed.
Got you.
You know, because
Gotcha.
surfing is getting so popular now that it's hard to find places without 300 people in the water. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of always nowadays looking for something new.
Got you, man. Now, how do you, with all that going on, how do you still stay focused and still have that vision of, like, you know, setting out those goals and accomplishing those goals and stuff like in surfing?
For me, it's not that hard to stay focused, really, because I just love surfing so
Right.
much. That's all I want to do. That's where all my passion is, you know. So it's more just knowing that you can keep going, even in like I'm 30. I'll be 36 years old tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. But it's one of those things, like age is just a number, you
Right.
know. And now it's good for me. I see guys that are like Kelly Slater is the best surfer in the world. He's like keeps getting better, and he's 40, almost 43 years old.
Wow.
So like guys
That's
are
what's up.
staying nowadays. You can stay if you stay fit and healthy and stuff like that. You can keep pushing it, you know, longer and longer. So I look at guys like that and just go, wow, I can keep doing this and keep pushing it. And I feel like now I'm surfing better than ever, as long as I stay
Stay
on the
healthy.
right track.
That's what's up, man. Well, what's the average day for you like from start to finish?
When I'm home,
Yeah, when you're home.
here, it all depends on the surf, really. You know, if there's waves, I'm pretty much everything is pushed to the side and I surf all day.
Right.
And if the surf's not very good, then I wake up. Like say this morning, I woke up before light and I went and paddled, did stand-up paddling. We did like a couple mile paddle this morning as the sun came up, and then ate breakfast. Got on the internet. I start like looking at my emails. You know, it's like my time to catch up on a few things and kind of organize the next trip. You know, I'm always trying to plan something. I might be going to Alaska next week, so
That's what's up.
keeping in touch with all that stuff. And then I go to the gym. I went to the gym from 12 to 2. Now we're here
Now we're
for this
here.
quick interview.
That's what's up.
And then I'm gonna go kite surf till dark.
That's
So that's
what's
kind
up,
of like
man.
a normal day for me. If there's not waves and I'm home, I try to just stay busy and stay active in the gym, because I know that my body doesn't hold up as well as it used
Right.
to. So I gotta
sure.
keep up on some things.
Right. Now, what's a day for you like when you're out on the road, or say like contests, or like when you have to do a special appearance, or like is that kind of crazy, or is it still kind of mellow? Or
I mean, it's all mellow to me because
Right.
I'm so used to it. But when I'm on the road, if it's like strictly like a surf trip for a magazine or we're shooting video or something, then it's just up at the crack of dawn, start surfing and
Yeah.
surf pretty much all day. You know, take a couple breaks, especially if the waves are good. You got to like surf as much as you can because the next day could be rainy and windy and you know everything could go to crap. So on surf trips, it's more like taking advantage of the, you know, if you have good conditions, you got to really power out. But it's fun too.
Right.
You know, that's the best part about it, is that I love doing it. So
Yeah.
it's not really like work to me.
That's right. That's what's up, man. It's all about that fun. Well, look, man. One more thing, like what's in the future for Ben Bourgeois? Like what do you got coming up next? Like what do you want to focus on now? Since I mean, surfing, you living your dream. You know, you're just doing your thing, having a good time. Like what's next?
You know,
Do you feel like you've done it all? Do you feel like you know?
No, not at all.
Good.
There's so many things I could do and that I want to do still, and places I want to go and travel. So what's next for me would be, I mean, the next 3 years I want to still like surf as much as I can and take advantage of this great life I get to live for,
Yeah.
you know, as long as I can, push it as hard as I can for
Right.
as long as I can. And that's what's cool about getting older too. I start to like, you know, realize how great it is and how good I have it, so it makes me want to try harder and do better.
That's a great attitude to have, man.
And then other than that, I have a couple little projects on the side, you know, little
Okay.
things I'm doing in Dominican Republic. We have a little surf camp down there.
Cool.
It's called the DR Surf Hut, and that's been growing pretty steadily too. So
All right. Is there a website they can go to if they want to check it out? Or
don't have a website, but we have an Instagram, DR
Right.
Surf Hut. We're trying to keep it all, you know, pretty low pro. So
I
it's
got
not
you,
like, because
got
I'm not ready to jump into like a full-time business of
Got
being
you.
down there. So that's
Got
kind
you.
of my thing too. I don't like to like rush stuff, and I feel like if it's the right thing, it'll happen
Mhm.
over time instead of like, my surf career is done, I'm gonna go, you know, start being a real estate agent or something like that. That's something that I'll never do.
Right. Right. I hope y'all are taking notes, man. You know what I'm saying? Representing us older guys. Well, man, I appreciate it, man. It's always a pleasure. My man Benny B, Fuzz Jaxx,
worries.
IMFJ.com. Shout out to Mike for filming, man. We see y'all soon, man. Peace.